This LOS is convert forward quotations expressed on a points basis or in percentage terms into an outright forward quotation. Currency exchange rate calculations. So now we're going to look at forward calculations. In professional FX markets, forward exchange rates are typically quoted in terms of points. Okay, this is an important point. Also sometimes referred to as pips. The points on a forward rate quote are simply the difference between the forward exchange rate quote and the spot exchange rate quote, with the points scaled so that they can be related to the last decimal in the spot quote. So we're going to see that involves multiplying or dividing by 10,000. Okay, you'll see that through the example. So when the forward rate is higher than the spot rate, the points are positive, and the base currency is said to be trading at a forward premium. Conversely, if the forward rate is less than the spot rate, the points forward rate minus the spot rate are negative, and the base currency is said to be trading at a forward discount. Of course, if the base currency is trading at a forward premium, then the price currency is trading at a forward discount and vice versa. Okay, so this can be best explained by means of an example. At one point during 2010, the spot euro-dollar exchange rate was 1.2875, and the one-year forward rate was 1.28485. Hence, the forward rate was trading at a discount to the spot rate. The forward rate was smaller than the spot rate because we do forward minus spot, okay? And the one-year forward points were quoted as negative 26.5. Where does this negative 26.5? So we take the forward rate minus the spot rate, okay? That's going to give us negative 0.00265. I put here in green, multiply by the 10,000, and we're going to get negative 26.25. We can just bring up the calculator and check that out. So let's just work it through. 1 point, we take the forward rate, 28485 minus 1.2875. Okay, so, and then we multiply by 10,000. 1 0 too many, just go back, and equals negative 26.5. Okay, so it's easy as that. Forward minus the spot rate times 10,000, and you'll get it in terms of points or pips. Okay, let's work through another example here. So we have the maturity spot, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. And we have a spot rate or forward points. So of course there's the spot rate, 1.2875, and they're giving us the forwards in terms of points. Negative 0.3, negative 1.1, negative 5.5, negative 13.3, negative 26.25. So we can see forward minus spot, and it's negative. The forward rate is less than the spot rate, obviously, so it's trading at a discount. Okay, so now we need to convert. They're giving us the forward points. We need to convert it in terms of a forward rate. Okay, so how do we do that? One would divide the number of points by 10,000 to scale down to the 4th decimal place, the last decimal in the spot quote. So don't be confused, because sometimes we can see that we're rounding to 5 decimals, but the last decimal in a spot quote is 4 decimals, and that's why we multiply by 10,000 or we divide by 10,000. Okay, I hope that's clear now, that the spot quote is 4 decimals, even though we see examples sometimes given, the answers rounding to 5. Okay, so to convert any of these quoted forward points into a forward rate, you would divide the number of points by 10,000 to scale it down, and then add the result to the spot exchange rate. Okay, so for example here, the 3 month, so we're going to zoom in on this one, the 3 month, we can see that the forward points is negative 5.5. So we would take our spot rate and we would add negative 5.5 divided by 10,000, and we'd get a forward rate now of 1.28695. Again, that's going to 5 decimals. Let's just bring up the calculator, and you can see this is really easy. If you're given this on a question, you would do 5.5, put the plus minus sign, divided by 10,000. Okay, 1 0 too many, go back. And then I'm just going to add that to my 1.2 2.875, my spot rate, and I'm going to get 1.28695, okay? So again, I'm writing the whole number out, but in terms of the convention, spot quotes is to 4 decimals, and that's why we multiply or divide by the 10,000. Okay, we're using the same data here, but now we're going to look at another calculation, and it's the forward rate or forward points represented as a percentage of the spot rate. And this is really easy. Remember, we calculated the forward rate, and this example again is using the 3-month example, okay? Because we calculated the 3-month forward rate as 1.28695, okay? So to calculate the forward rate as a percentage of the spot rate, what are we doing? We're just doing our old new rate divided by the old rate minus 1, okay, times 100. So let's just bring up the calculator here. So we have our new rate, 1.28695, and we're going to divide by our old rate, 1.2875, which is the spot rate, by the way, minus 1, okay, and multiply by 100, and you're going to see that we're at negative 0.042718. So that's rounding to negative 0.043%. Don't forget that negative sign there, okay? So that's fairly easy. When you want to do the forward rate or forward points represented percentage of the spot rate, it's just the new rate, the forward rate, divided by the old, minus 1 times 100, and that's how you get it in terms of the percentage, 0.043%. Okay, not a lot new on this slide. We're just going to go through a bit of a review and some consolidation. So again, we're looking at the forward calculations. So just a quick review. Foreign exchange rates are quoted in terms of points or pips, okay? Points in percentage. And if the forward rate is greater than the spot rate, the base currency is trading at a forward premium. If the forward rate is less than the spot rate, the base currency is trading at a forward discount. Again, points are 1 to 10,000 because we're going to move the decimal places 4 places. You can see the normal forward rate is going to be quoted to 4 places. Even though our solutions round to maybe 5 or 6 decimals, that's fine, but we're using the 1 to 10,000. And forward quotes can be specified as the number of pips from the spot rate, or as we saw in the previous slide, as the percentage of the spot rate, okay? So moving over here to the text box, we have a little bit of an example. Suppose that the US dollar euro spot rate is 1.3559 and the 1 month forward is positive 1.47 pips. So we can calculate the forward rate. It's easy. It's the spot rate plus the pips divided by 10,000. So if I bring up the calculator here very quickly, I'm going to do 1.47 divided by 10,000, okay? And I'm just going to add that to the spot rate of 1.3559, and I'm going to get 1.356047, okay? So the next thing that we're going to look at is when we're using a percentage, okay? So suppose that the spot rate of the US dollar to Swiss franc is 0.9105, and the 1 month forward points as a percentage of the spot rate is plus, it's a positive 0.02%, okay? So how do we do it in this case? We're going to take our 0.02%, 0.02, I'm going to hit the percentage key, okay? I'm going to add 1, and I'm then going to multiply it by the spot rate, 0.9105, and I'm going to get a forward rate of 0.910682, okay? So the steps for that, again, to be clear, when they're giving you as a percentage, take the percentage rate, 0.02, hit the percentage key, plus 1, and then add it to the spot rate, and you get the forward rate. So let's just do a quick practice question here. A BRL to MXN spot rate is listed by a dealer at 0.1378. The 6-month forward rate is 0.14193. The 6-month forward points are closest to A, negative 41.3, B, plus 41.3, or C, plus 299.7? Okay, this is really easy. So they're giving you the spot rate and they're giving you the forward rate, and they want the forward rate in terms of points. So it's going to be forward rate minus spot rate times 10,000. So this question is really easy. You'd be happy to see that on the exam. So let's just do it on the calculator very quickly. The forward rate, 0.14193, minus the spot rate, 0.1378, equals, and then I'm going to multiply that by 10,000 to get it into our points, our pips, and it's a positive 41.3. The correct answer is B. Okay, so I just did that in 38 seconds. That's definitely not a 90-second question if you've practiced these. Really easy. Forward rate minus spot rate times 10,000 to get the forward rate in terms of pips. Now, of course, this is if the forward rate was lower than the spot rate, it would be negative. It would be trading as a discount. In this case, the forward rate was higher than the spot rate, so it was at a premium. Very easy question. Okay, one last practice question to finish this LOS. And a 3-month forward exchange rate for the CAD US dollar is listed by a dealer as 1.0123. The dealer also quotes a 3-month forward points as a percentage at 6.8%. The CAD US dollar spot rate is closest to A, 0.9478, B, 1.055, or C, 1.0862. Okay, this question is also fairly easy, just with a little bit of practice. So remember, how do we get the spot rate? It's the spot rate times, I put that in red there, just remember we're not adding in this case, 1 plus the forward points as a percentage, and that's going to equal the forward rate. Okay, so in this case they're asking for the spot rate. So let's just bring up the calculator. And how are we going to do that? We're going to have they're giving us the 3-month forward percentage points is 6.8%. So 6.8. We're going to hit the percentage sign. Okay, then we're going to add 1. We're going to get 1.068. So you can see this, we're just going to solve here for X, because they've given us the forward rate. So again, spot rate times 1.068 is going to give us the forward rate, 1.0123. Okay, so the spot rate is going to be 1.0123 divided by our 1.068. So just bring up the calculator very quickly, and that's going to be 1.0123 divided by 1.068, and we're getting 0.94784. So the correct answer is A. Okay, not too difficult. You just have to remember that formula: spot rate times 1 plus the forward points as a percentage. So they gave us the 6.8%. Hit 6.8, hit the percentage key, add 1. It's giving us 1.068. I don't even need the calculator for that, really. And spot rate times that gives us our forward. So the spot rate is going to be the forward rate divided by that. Okay, very easy question. And that's the last slide for this LOS. Thank you.